Today I have for you the most aggressive SMG in Black Ops 6, the KOMPAKT 92, and has the fastest TTK. So this thing, literally, there isn't a better gun to be putting inside the enemies if you want to play very aggressive. This is going to be the build for you. It doesn't have the most amount of range, but you shouldn't really be using it at long range. And if you follow the way I'm using the gameplay, you should be able to completely pop off. For the first attachment, we do need to add some recoil control because this thing kind of moves around a lot. And so if you're at like long range, you're going to be missing a lot of shots. And so even though it does have a fast TTK, if you can't hit those shots, it's going to have a slower one. So the best muzzle is going to be the compensator. I do see some people use the monolithic, and like, yes, it's going to increase that damage range, and this thing has a really bad damage range. But then like I was saying before, if you miss a lot of shots, it's not going to really help you out whatsoever to work. I think you guys should always rock that compensator. Also, I am going to be giving you guys a 5 attachment and an 8 attachment build in the gameplay, and just the one I recommend is going to be the 8 attachment. I think this thing is super fun in the gunfighter, and it works in Warzone and in multiplayer. Anyways, we are going to be going over to the barrel, and we are going to be adding the reinforced barrel. One big downside of this gun is that you kind of have to use the reinforced barrel, because if we go over to the long barrel, you guys can see that our bolt velocity right now is 475 meters per second. That is horrible for an SMG, absolutely atrocious. So we do have to add the reinforced to bring that up to 665, which is better than most of the SMGs. And my game freaking crashed again. Do you want everything in Call of Duty without having to play the game? Then you should check out my long-term sponsor, Guapsi. Guapsi is a team of real players that will load onto your account to legitimately grind anything that you wish. And this goes for all the recent Call of Duties and many other games. They will even get you iridescent so you can flex all the cool rewards. Seriously, there's no risk involved because they don't use an unlock tool. They legitimately play in your account. And I've been with them for a long time and haven't seen a single negative review. And so if you want to save your time and energy, check out guapsi.com. For the next attachment, you guys can probably already guess it. This is going to be a pretty basic build, but there is a little bit of a twist in there, so just stay tuned for that. But before that, we are going to be adding the vertical foregrip. This is going to add a 25% increase for that horizontal recoil control. Then we get a little bit of recoil gun kick control, which is going to help like basically reduce the overall shake on the iron sights. And so now if you do want to use it at long range, it's going to be a little bit easier. But you can't just like shoot and not move. You genuinely have to strafe. Like, here's me not strafing. I can still control it, but then if I go to strafe, you guys are going to see that it's a little bit easier to stay on target, because then like say my cat is trying to move everything. If the recoil is going right, you can strafe to the left, and then it kind of brings it back over there. So you can kind of counteract the recoil by strafing. And so that's like one reason why I say you got to get really warmed up with the weapon, and as you get used to it, then you're going to be doing a little bit better. Now, next up, we are going to be going over to the magazine. You guys could probably tell we are running out of ammo very fast, so you have to do the extended mag 1, so you don't really run out of ammo every 2 freaking seconds. In the gameplay, I believe I was using the extended mag 2 just because I was trying to spawn trap the enemies and I needed that extra ammo. Mag 3 would also be pretty sick, but then you're just losing so much of your ADS speed and things like that. So overall, I still recommend just the extended mag 1. If you need the extra ammo, then do the extended mag 2. Just know there are going to be some cons. And then for the last attachment on the 5 attachment build, which stay tuned for the 8 attachment, it's pretty sick. We are going to be going over to the rear grip, and we are going to be adding the ergonomic. This is just going to increase that die to fire, the slide to fire, the ADS speed, that jumping ADS speed, overall making it so you can really move around the map very fluidly. And so very basic build. We have that bolt velocity, we have the, you know, a decent amount of damage range, we got the recoil control, also really not having any delays. ADS speed's pretty good. Say you do want to use a way bigger magazine, or you just hate the ADS speed, honestly, literally just throw on the quick draw grip. Yes, your slide to fire speed is going to be worse, but you're going to be able to ADS very fast, so then your true sprint to fire speed is actually going to feel a little bit better. So if I were to run a way bigger magazine like this 60-round one, I would definitely just use the quick draw grip and then take the slight delay when I go to slide into a gunfight. Since you're already going to have a fast TTK, like it's not going to really impact you too much. But the one I do still recommend is going to be probably this build right here. Now, if you are rocking the 8 attachments, you can go over to the fire mods, then use the overpressured rounds, which then you go over to the barrel and you add that long barrel. So now we're going to be maximizing that damage range, bring it to 16 meters, while also having a pretty good bolt velocity of 617 meters per second. And so now we have that. We have the fastest TTK of all the other SMGs, up to 16 meters, and honestly that is pretty good. And so now we're going to go over to the stock. Going to be adding the infiltrator stock. The balance stock isn't good on this gun just because if you try to like hip fire strafe, it's just not going to give you that much, and then you're going to have a very slow strafe speed. So I would rather be able to strafe, you know, like this a little bit fast, or to maximize my strafe speed. So if I do need to use that long range, it is going to be a little bit easier to counteract that recoil. Activate rotational aim assist. and you're just in general going to be a hard to target hit. Last attachment, I recommend going over to the laser. You guys can add the fast motion if you really want to, you know, put it inside the enemies, but the Starlight laser is what I overall recommend, just because, you know, increase the hip fire to ADS accuracy. So then it feels like you have a faster ADS while also not really having any delays, because it allows you to take advantage of the ergonomic. So right here is going to be the class I do recommend you guys to use. Definitely take a screenshot of that. Another very good one. Remember, you can just add the quick draw grip, go over here, add that extended mag 3, and then now we have a, you know, a decently fast ADS. We'll also having about 60 bullets onto the gun. And then if you guys are curious, my secondary, just rocking this. Usually I do the weighted stock, but I've been having fun just being able to ADS, take a screenshot of all that. Hope you guys do enjoy the nuke. Let's get into it. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we got another Nuketown gameplay. First time, well, second time ever, sorry for lying. We got the KOMPAKT. I had to put it on Nuketown just because this is the map for the KOMPAKT. Given actually sometimes this map can kind of suck for this gun because the gun actually gives the enemies health at long range. I think we got Rosado camping his own house. And then they all just get absolutely fried and they're camping their own crib. I couldn't imagine. Couldn't ever be me until I'm like five off the Duke. And then yeah, I died like 15 times back to back. I don't know how. We had to cut it all out though. It's working. You know what I love to do? I don't understand ever running overkill in this game. It's probably, or just in general in Call of Duty, because you always can just pick up another gun. Just kill an enemy, pick up their gun, but then like sometimes they have these sights and you're like, how the fuck do you manage to progress in this game with that sight? I think that's the Rosado guy. Might be camping my own house. My spawns are flipping. Wait, I don't understand. I don't understand anything right now. Brother, panty dropper boy, that's your name. I have every single name you could have chose. You chose a panty dropper boy. Okay. And he killed us again. There's 10 people on the map and he's killed us twice in a row. Okay. We have to do this. We have to play aggressive until we can get the hand cannon. Once we get the hand cannon, it's game over. No, the war machine. Like the harp with the war machine. See, this game, you can't, in this game mode, you can't really spawn trap. Like you can. Most definitely can, but it's a little bit tough to do this like solo. Panty dropper. Decent reaction time. Trying to pull out that PP while they fix the sights on it. Panty dropper, what are you doing? No. There's two there. Okay, you can kind of camp in a house, but if you're gonna camp in the house, you gotta at least like sit in the window or something. Dude, the 100 round XM4 is actually so funny. Honestly, I think my next video is going to be on the 100 round rapid fire X. Wait, why haven't I not done that in a bit? That was panty dropper. They should be spawning back here right now, but then they're going to have the... See, they have the range advantage on me. Unless I kill them like that, it's just... That's what I'm saying about this gun. Sometimes it's not the best. I'm so scared. Teammate, no. Teammate. Okay, safe. Okay, nice. And then I push. I slide. We go down the stairs. We take out him. Throw down mine. Fuck, dude, Rosado. And no, I appreciate the follow. We need the game to last a little longer. I don't want the game to end yet. These are great specimens to play against. Except for you. No. See, if I had the AR, I think I would just be ripping them at range. But I have to get like up close and personal right now. Like there's a guy right there. That was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. Even though, yeah, see, a Semendex, I wouldn't have been able to do that. At a frag grenade, I feel like it's too risky. Okay, I lost my weapons. I would honestly... No, dude. Oh, shit. Okay, I was just waiting for my teammate to get up there. That's basically what I was doing. I saw him going up the stairs, and I was like, okay, you can infiltrate. And then the guy walked in there. Okay, we're gonna pull out this this war machine. So we're on that 15. We're actually pretty close. Okay, we have the harp. This is huge. Now it's like I don't have to really predict anything. I just know. I see how sketchy this is, bro. Every single one of them are in the house. And then this guy's gonna be up here. Oh, see, I just know them. I just know exactly how they play. And it's like you can predict where these guys are gonna be at, but then also sometimes you just can't predict them in the heat of the moment. We're only on a 21. I only have 3 more shots with this. So definitely super risky pushing up at the moment. I could go middle map, which I kind of have to go now. There's only like 2 enemies who are like an actual threat to me. So you need to make sure they don't check their corners. See, like on the right, bro, there's 2 guys looking down that, so I can like chow the one guy on my left, but then there's always a sniper behind him. And then they all run back. See, this guy, he needs to push forward so I can capitalize on this. Teammate's gonna get that kill just fine. We still have a lot of time on this, and I just need like 4 more kills, but it's typically when everything just goes wrong. There's a guy up there that you just don't see with the sniper, or they call it like a random Kobe across the map. Okay. So basically, I'm just gonna sit right here.
Hostiles have the hard point. Back off. I have the requesting napalm strike. Hard point located. Hard point locked down.
Bro, a sketchy ass nuke, but we got the nuke. I know it was a little bit lackluster. I wasn't playing too aggressive, but see how we had to diagnose the whole thing, and it doesn't look too difficult. It wasn't like super difficult because you see the skill of the enemies, but it's got to dismantle them. You got to really diagnose the whole lobby, and then boom, easy. We did it though. I'm so happy. And then now I can yell at them for just sitting in their spawn. Like maybe if they didn't just sit in a freaking spawn the entire game, maybe we would, you know, see something. We'd be chilling. Foul is okay. We 3-9. You know what's crazy is that I could get literally more than double my kills right now. Like if the enemies start to capture the objective, like say I'm playing with like a 10-man or something, I could tell them all, like we would basically be like, or if my teammates were slightly good, we'd all be like, okay, let's not end the game yet. Let's drag it on so we can literally continue this and just get so many more kills, bro. This thing is so much better at range. Like if you're gonna do if you're gonna do like overkill class, you can do like Lodra. And then the compact, that's pretty nasty. Compact for these long range kills. I mean, the Lodger for those long range ones. And then you get up in their face with the compact and you win every single gunfight. It's just impossible to lose anything. You're super good at the game. No, that guy's incredible. That guy might be a little bit. Is that the rocket one? Oh, that is the rock. You know what? Fuck you, dude. Oh no, we got the hand cannon. I gotta use it. Yo, if you guys do enjoy the builds, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. I can't wait for the next Call of Duty. I need like a big refresher. You know, since there's not too much creativity within this game, I feel like we've already seen everything, and I would love just a big refresh on the game.
Get a hellstorm on my grid. Authorizing UAV mission.
Okay, you know what? Fighter with the Jesus takes himself out Taliban style, but you know what? That's still cool. I don't need to call this in yet, but we're gonna call it in. That looks so beautiful, dude. That's so beautiful. With the nuke in the background. Look at that. Nasty. Someone get that man the inhaler.